Hey everyone. In this video, I'm going to give you a tactical overview of how to edit and personalize product demos with natural language prompting using Supademo MCP. We'll cover four things. First, what MCP is and why you'd use it instead of doing everything through the editor. Second, how to set it up in your LLM of choice like Claude. And third, three practical prompts you could start to use right away. And finally, how to think about when to use the MCP versus the inline editor. By the end of this video, you should have a clear directive of how to get Supademo MCP connected, how to prompt it well, and how to use it for high leverage work with the right guardrails across your real demo library. Let's get into it. So, what is Supademo MCP? At a practical level, the MCP, or Model Context Protocol, gives compatible AI agents and models a secure and standardized way to communicate and work with demos on your Supademo workspace. That means you can access, edit, and act on demos on your workspace through tools like ChatGPT and Claude using natural language prompting instead of manual step-by-step editing. For example, maybe you want to apply zooms across a dozen steps, or you want to go ahead and restyle every hotspot within a demo. All of this can be done in bulk in seconds using the MCP. And again, for fine-grained specific visual changes, you still have access to the visual editor for precise control. Now, let's walk through how to set this up. In this example, we'll set up the MCP in Claude on the web. So here's the setup. First, open up Claude and log into your account. Click on your profile icon on the bottom left, and then you want to go to Settings and click Connectors. Click Add Custom Connector, and for the name, let's enter Supademo MCP and the URL here for the input. Once that's added, you'll need to authenticate into your Supademo workspace. And once that's connected, you can open a new chat on Claude and you're ready to start prompting. And one tip before we jump right in, the more specific, contextual, and well-planned your prompt is, the better your result will be. Be specific about the demo you want to work on, what you want changed, and even ask it to summarize the changes to review before it actually makes the edits. Feel free to give it reference links, docs, branding guides, or other material to take in as context as well. The last part is especially useful when you're making copy or voiceover changes and you want to review the proposed outputs first. Now, let's walk through an example prompt for making design changes at scale. Instead of changing zooms, hotspot styles, and colors and branching steps one at a time, we're going to ask Claude to do it all in one pass. Here's the prompt we want to use. I want you to update this Supademo with the following changes. First, apply zooms across every step with variations between 75 and 100, depending on the hotspot. Update all hotspot styles to use a variation of backdrops and no backdrops across each step for variation. Change hotspot styles and colors to meet our brand theme. And we want to update the chapter background with this attached image. We want to change the primary button to our brand as well. And lastly, we want to go ahead and add a secondary button labeled Book Demo that navigates to the last step with its own separate color. Before making any changes, first summarize the changes in a table. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that directly into our chat on Claude. A few things I like about this prompt. First, it's very explicit about scope. We're only touching design and structure here. And second, it asks for a summary before changes are made, which is useful when you want a quick review before the execution takes place. Now, let's run this now. When it's done, we can review the response, let it make the updates if we want, and then jump into the Supademo editor for a fast visual QA pass. As you can see, this looks pretty good, and it saved us a lot of time repeating the same action over and over. The second example is rewriting step text in your brand tone and then generating concise voiceover variations to match it. Here's the prompt we want to play with. I want you to review this Supademo, and our goal is to improve the messaging for each step so it's benefit-focused and aligned for the outcome we want for the viewer. We want this context when rewriting. Position the product to be more clearly centered around business value and outcomes. The copy should feel clear, confident, and concise. And we want to avoid generic filler language. And this demo is specifically about our new Route Hub feature for which we have docs linked here. For each step, propose on-screen text improvements and a corresponding voiceover using Richard Yu as our preferred voice narrator, and skip chapter steps because we don't want to personalize those. We want to output the proposed changes in a table before completing. This right here is one of my favorite MCP workflows because it combines speed with guardrails. Instead of directly rewriting everything, I'm asking Claude to first act like an editor. It looks at every step, proposes stronger copy, and it even creates shorter voiceover versions for each of the steps and shows me the full review in a table. So once the table is generated, I check for two things. One, does the copy actually feel a little bit more outcomes and benefits focused? And 2, do the voiceovers sound shorter and tight and centered around the theme of the text itself?
Start with the form. This is where you capture qualified leads. Brand it and ask the questions that qualify buyers.
If the answer is yes, I'd follow up with something simple like apply the proposed voiceovers as well as the text to steps 1 and 12, but maybe change the steps 13 through 15 to be slightly more outcomes focused and longer in length. The goal here is to iterate and not focus on getting it right on one shot, but progressively getting to the goal and the outcome you want. Now, let's apply it and see how it looks.
Start with the form. This is where you capture lead details and qualification data the moment a viewer lands. Name, email, company size, role, whatever you need to qualify. Make it yours. Match your brand, then ask the questions that actually qualify buyers. Company size, role, industry, whatever signals matter most for your sales motion. Hit save to lock in your form. From here, every answer becomes data you can root on.
As you can see, all of the changes we've wanted are in one place. And from there, I can iterate on it even further by giving it specific outcomes or narrative for each of the steps one by one, or giving it reference links as well. This is also a really good example of the MCP complementing the built-in editor rather than replacing it. It helps you create that strong first draft quickly, and you can make fine-tuned edits on the editor itself. The last example is one of the highest leverage workflows for teams using demos for outbound sales, for follow-ups, or for ABM. We're going to upload a mock spreadsheet of 50 to 60 leads and ask Claude to generate tracking links for each of the one in our Excel sheet. Even better, you'll notice that I've added dynamic variables throughout the demo, like name, company, and role, which means the MCP will personalize those attributes for each of the leads we create. This helps us turn one template demo into hundreds of personalized trackable shared links. Let's review the prompt. I'm uploading a spreadsheet of leads in this Supademo. Generate a unique tracking link for each of the lead in the spreadsheet and add them to a new column in the attached sheet so we can share one core demo at scale. Make all the links expire on May 15th, 2026. Do not rewrite demo content in this workflow. Focus on link generation only. Now, let's run this thing. As you can see, the MCP has quickly generated several tracking links from one demo without the need to duplicate it for each of the prospects. You keep one core asset and you personalize the viewing experience through variables and still get a unique tracking link for every single recipient. Now that I have the tracking link for each prospect, I can just share it, or I can take the newly updated CSV and use it for prospecting, for sales, or put it into another tool's MCP. So that is a tactical walkthrough of Supademo MCP. We've covered what the MCP is, why it's useful, how to connect it into your LLM, and 3 practical workflows that you can start to use right away. If you're just getting started, I'd recommend using one of the 3 prompts in this video in a non-critical demo first, playing around, reviewing the output carefully, and then building towards more repeatable workflows from there. Thanks for watching.